Okay, 3 consecutive day 2s and 2-day tournaments and 1 final table later, here I am, on my journey to just be relevant in the 2024 World Series of Poker kickoff event. It's a freeze-out, which means there's no rebuys. If you bust out of this one, there's not another shot. I like it because it keeps all the big money recreational players that think 6 buy-ins and a min-cat lead to some sort of credibility as a poker professional from manipulating the system and evens out the odds for all of us. The $500 buy-in is low relative to other tournaments at the WSOP, and therefore the field should be soft. But whatever my perception I have of my opponents going in, they probably also have of me. I'm a fledgling blogger with a very intimate following, and I know whatever I tell you today is going to stay a relative secret for years. I know I'm speaking to oblivion now, but if I work on putting on a quality story and improve my play along the way, everything will work out in the end. Corey Eyring just released a vlog about a week ago that got over 200,000 views. In that vlog, he made reference to his 8th ever poker vlog, at which time he only had 168 subscribers. Now he's got about 100,000 subs. I'm Mr. Creepy, and I'm just below Corey's 168, and this is my 11th vlog ever. My first at the WSOP, and I'm well aware that even if I get past these 3,485 entrants and win this thing, I'll just be a footnote in another more famous blogger's story. This is just one step in my poker and vlogging journey. This is an opportunity for me to implement the strategies I've developed in my past tournament vlogs and to coach myself, and maybe you, to do better in the future. I do appreciate you watching, and I promise that if you stay with me to the end of the vlog, you'll learn something that'll make you a better player in the future. Spoiler, I am going to go farther in this tournament than you think I will. This is what Oakland International Airport looks like at 3 a.m. If you're to take a flight on Spirit Airlines that leaves at 9:29 p.m. and the gate closes at 9:14, I found that if you show up 30 seconds late, they'll reschedule you for 5:30 the following morning. Lesson to be learned here, don't let the family in the wheelchair ahead of you at the TSA check. That gave me several extra hours to review my notes on early play and adjustments. I'll land at 7 a.m. and get to sleep by 7:30. I'll then wake up around noon and register 3 hours late around 1 p.m. Following my early level strategies from past vlogs, I'll then fold to any bet ahead of me and overbet any hand checked to me regardless of what I'm holding. If I'm holding a premium hand like aces or kings, my default will be to step on the gas to the tune of at least 20% of my stack pre-flop. This is Raleigh. He missed the flight too, by 2 minutes more than me. We took an Uber together from the airport. He went to Luxor. I went to New York, New York. He wished me luck. I hope he's watching.
The line's a lot shorter this year.
It is shorter this year. You seem excited about that.
I'm blue, da-da-dee-da-da-da, as in blue 449, seat 7. I just came in right before the break, blinds 500, 1,000. First hand, I picked up 3-6 offsuit. I folded, I would have hit trips. My next hand, I was dealt Jack 10 of diamonds. Under the gun, raised to 2,000. I called and picked up 2 callers from behind, one being the blinds. The flop was 3-6-7 rainbow. No, the big blind did not bet. The under the gun did not continue. I said, hey, there's an invitation. I'll lick the stamp. I made it 6,000, got 3 folds. I'm going into the break, 32.5 with a starting stack of 25. So just for a little context, I got here almost 4 hours late. In fact, more than 4 hours late, but there was a break. So the blinds were 500, 1,000, and I had 25,000 chips. So I have 25 big blinds. I chipped up really soon by 7,500 chips, or 32.5, but the blinds are now higher as well. They're going to be 612. So I started with 25 big blinds. I got 24 big blinds. No, I got 30 big blinds now. So if I keep that in the range of 20 to 30, I should be okay. Trying to do that for the next 7, 8 hours, and then I make day 2, maybe make the final table. All right, creepy, out. To my surprise, I happened to be seated around a bunch of recognizable people. There was Brad Owen at the table to my right, and Dan Negraneau, one to my left and one up from me. Hey, here's Lexi Gavin. She didn't start vlogging until she made the money, but she did get an interview with Brad on break. D-Negs is very loud and very fun when he sits down. At least he was at this tournament. He was all in really early after he sat down, and both times he was like, hey, I'm all in, I've got ace-king, he's got jacks. So I go over there to see how it turned out, and if you watched his vlog, you'd notice I was an NPC the first couple times he was all in. He's got like 200,000 chips, so this is a real good tournament for him, for some guy who doesn't like to play the lower buy-ins. I have 36.5. I bluffs once was 7-3 with the blinds 500, 1,000. I made it 2,500. I got a call. The flop was some garbage. It was like 4-6-9, and I made it 8,000 and got a fold. I got pocket tens, and I limped with that under the gun with the blinds 600, 1,200, and it ended up the big blind called. Flop was king high. I continued for 3,300. He called. The turn was a 5. I made it 8,000, and he shoved all in. It was an easy fold for me. I should have figured it out when he called the 3,300. In fact, I should have not limped with pocket tens. Should have bet my hand. So we're on break. We're going to color up. Behind me, it probably says a certain time frame, but my experience is it's going to be like 10 or 15 minutes longer than that because things go slow around here. Hanging in there, fingers crossed, refreshed, ready to go, ready to move forward. So we're getting moved, like in mass. There's like 100 of us getting moved to Paris, 10 tables at a time. I chipped up like really fast after the break from 36.5 now at 50. We'll see what the future holds. Creepy out. Now I'm at seat 1 in my new table at Paris, and I lost a flip to the short stack in seat 3 for about 20K pretty soon after I sat down.
Higher, higher.
I then 3-bet shoved after a raise with ace-king.
Higher, higher.
Pocket jacks called me. A couple of important things. First, those are our hands. He has jacks, I win with a king. The dealer's a little green, and seat 3, the guy who beat me earlier, is helping her with the pot. That hand right there belongs to none other than 2021 main event winner Corey Aldemir, and I would knock him out in this hand when I reluctantly called his all-in pre-flop with pocket sevens and held against king-queen. He was once the greatest in the world, but today, I was better, and it wasn't even close. It's nice to win flip, and I'm going to give a recap of everything that happened before we went on the dinner break. I went on fire, like the last level, or I'm sorry, the last round. I think I was, 150, somewhere in there. I picked up a set of sevens, someone bet into me. I picked up aces in the blind versus blind. I limped the big blind, limped behind. The flop was king high, he had king 6. I bet the flop, he jammed on me, and I called. On the dinner break, I was at 243. I chipped down to about 200. We're on the money bubble. $1,001 is the min cash at 523. The last couple hand, I skyrocketed because everybody's folding because everybody wants $1,000. We're waiting. We're probably going to wait forever, and this will go on for a little bit longer. Something that I'm learning from experience that you can learn from experience. When we're on the bubble, you know, right now in real time, it's 8:44, and when I started recording this on the other thing, it was like 8:40, and we're on the same hand, and we're waiting for somebody way over there. So I'm gonna make $1,000, and then maybe significantly more, but we'll see. All right, preview out. After the money bubble burst, I was fairly comfortable, and my strategy was just to wait for quality hands and pick off the gambling short stacks. I played briefly with a friend of mine from Sacramento named Deb Wall, and then the table broke soon afterwards. It's turned into kind of a shove fest. Everyone gets short, they shove. Somebody shoved into me with ace of clubs, 5 of clubs, and I had pocket kings in the small blind. Of course, I called, and she rivered a flush.
The heck? That was not supposed to happen.
So now I'm short. I'm at 75K. We just completed 10K, 20K blinds, so I'm kind of screwed. And I'm going to try and hold on as long as I can. 306, probably less people left. And we'll see if I can pull another miracle like I did at Thunder.
All right, creepy out for now. Honestly, that sucked. All right, I was short. Came back from break. First hand was a misdeal, and I had an ace, but I didn't really have an ace because it was a misdeal. And then they redealt it, and I got king jack offsuit. I was like middle position. I'm gonna shove 75K. Got called from the same lady who cracked my kings with ace five. She had a better hand this time. She had king queen against my king jack, as you can see here, and we both missed. And hey, I know somebody who says, and then I was gone. Shout out to Jeff Oski. Anyway, I finished something-ish, probably below 300. Disappointing right now, but in the big realm of things, it's another journey. It's another step in my journey of getting better. I got better. And I'm going to play tomorrow.
The next day, I came back for the $1,000 mystery bounty, had a starting stack of 40,000, didn't have a playable hand for 3 hours, shoved ace-10 short, got called by worse, and busted. I could have rebought for another $1,000, but that's how bad habits, addiction, and lying on the vlog get started.
Not fun. Dealer error. Floor.
So I took my L for the chip and moved on. Maybe I'm more of a poker pro than I think. One more small step in a long journey, I guess.